Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and can I thank my honourable friend and congratulate her on securing this important debate and to reaffirm the points she made about how disappointing it is that the government didn't find time for a debate and a vote on these regulations before they come in. And I would say to the government that it does not reflect well on this House or on the government in terms of public trust in our proceedings if we do not conduct these debates and votes prior to such significant regulations coming in. We know, as others have said, that disabled people are at least twice as likely to live in poverty as non-disabled people. PIP helps to level the financial playing field between disabled and non-disabled people. And I represent a constituency that has a very significant level of poverty, and the numbers in receipt of PIP in my constituency are 3,410. We've all received representations from a range of third sector organisations about this assessment process, and we've all seen, as I have in my constituency, the impact of how the assessment process works. I want to highlight two organisations that I work with. One is the Motor Neurone Disease Association. I'm very pleased to be patron of their Merseyside branch, and their analysis shows that over the 3 years from 2013 to 2016, the proportion of people with MND who saw their award reduced as they moved from DLA to PIP was 13%. Now, this is a condition which, by its nature, is both progressive and terminal. And what MNDA, when I spoke to them this morning, said is that they want me to raise in this debate the quality of assessments, because they believe the poor quality of assessments have contributed to the issues that have been raised by others in this debate. I will give way to the honourable lady.
Thank you. Just on that point, one thing that started me when I've been through PIP assessment myself, either a mock one or observing with a constituent, is the generalist nature of the assessors. They're expected to be experts in mental health and physical health, mobility, and it's just not possible in my view. I think there needs to be some kind of triaging.
And I bear that out from the experience in my local office. And the Disability Benefits Consortium research suggested that 71% of respondents said that assessors had not sought any evidence or information about the specific condition. I think that's part of the reason why 65% of those who challenge a decision then find that that challenge is actually successful. Of course, I get.
Thank my honourable friend for giving way. I think we've always got to be careful when the government says it's targeting somebody or something, because you know right away that's a code word for cuts and a reduction in benefits. But I find amongst my constituents, they very often find it an ordeal because they're going into the unexpected and they don't know what the outcome's going to be.
I think my honourable friend makes his point very, very powerfully. The other condition that I wanted just to say something about is epilepsy. I'm one of the honorary vice presidents of Epilepsy Action, and they have also been in touch with me today to say that they fear that these proposals could penalise people with epilepsy who may rely on support or supervision to manage their medication and monitor their health condition. And the DWP's own case study recognises that a person with epilepsy who has a seizure may need a friend or carer to administer medicine, without which they may go into status epilepticus, and we know that that can lead to brain damage or indeed to death. So I'd like to reaffirm really what my honourable friend from the front bench said today. We have an opportunity in this debate to air concerns on a cross-party basis, but I'd urge the government to listen to those concerns. And as the honourable lady from South Cambridgeshire said earlier in this debate, we've been sent a message by the tribunals about parity between mental and physical health. Let us say very clearly that we listen to these regulations.